Hello everybody, we're gonna get started soon. I'm just opening up a few things. I was kind of slow getting started this morning. Well, this afternoon, that's not morning anymore. Let me know if you can hear me. I have had audio issues in the past. It looks like we're working okay though. Hey Mustafa, what's up? My sound is good. Excellent, thank you. It looks like in my OBS that it's like weird. Anyhow, as long as you can hear me, I'm good. Okay. Hello everybody. Oh, my image is not here. I know, I was holding because I was looking at a bunch of stuff in OBS and then I was opening things because I'm paranoid about OBS sometimes. I had that one day where like I had no audio for like 15 minutes. Okay, so hello, my name is Sarah Mapes. I am an illustrator and designer and I do a little bit of animation. Not a whole lot of that lately, but that's who I am. I like to do a lot of fan art in my free time because I work as an illustrator full-time for my real life job and I do a lot of really boring stuff, so I like to draw the stuff that interests me. Mustafa says, hey Mustafa, what's up today? So today we're going to be making a set of stickers that are like this. This is the first set that I made. There is a series of books that I'm super crazy about. If you guys tuned into my last stream, I did a comic panel from that exact set of books, which I don't have up, but this is the first set of stickers that I made. This is the second set of stickers that I made. They're just like little fan-made fun things I had a lot of fun with that have a lot of quotes from the books and like elements from the books. They're all fantasy novels, and they're by Holly Black. Her website's in the link. You can go check her out. She's super great. I love her writing, and I like to draw her characters. Well, Mustafa says, great to see you. Thank you. It's good to be here. It's good to see you hanging out in the chat. Okay, so this is the last set of stickers that I have kind of designed right now. I have sketches for all of them, and if you have any questions while I'm working through them about the odd things, like this one has like pine cones and like acorns down here and a needle and thread, I will kind of go into detail about that. So I have this first one started. It's a really cheesy quote. It's the same one from that comic panel that I was working on, which... let's bring up that guy. So this is the comic panel. There's that exact quote from the character. And this is it all finished. You can go check that out. It's on my Behance. It's also on my Instagram. So yes, we're going to be working on finishing up this guy, and then we're going to kind of move around to these ones. And I'm going to be working with CC libraries, as well as creating some new elements. I try to keep each one of the stickers as new as possible with reusing some of like these reoccurring elements like the moth, the butterfly. A lot of the plants are reusable because they're just foliage background elements to keep the stickers interesting. So yeah, if nobody has worked with CC libraries, It's a really great tool that you can use, and if you have any questions, let me know. I'm not an expert. I just started working with these, but as you can see in here, I have a lot of elements from these other stickers that I'm able to grab and reuse and resize and recolor in any way that I want. So I've kind of been pulling stuff in as I've been making it. That way, if I need to grab it, I have it. There's also some color palettes in there, although I mostly work in swatches. Just a lot of good stuff. So, I guess for this one, I'm going to kind of explain a little bit what I have going on here. There's an acorn, a pine cone, like I said, these little bugs, the butterfly. Let's ungroup this for a minute. There we go. Oh, where are my layers? There they are. And then I have this big black line that's kind of hanging out through this whole thing. This is going to be a snake. A snake is a really big part of these books. So we're going to be making the snake head come out here. I just didn't finish it, so I thought that would be kind of a good like warm-up place to start for this sticker. I'd start with a snake, and then we'll move to one of these other stickers. You guys can pick to which one you want to see when we get that far. Hopefully the snake head will not take that long. I might need to find a reference because I don't remember what a snake head looks like off the top of my head. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Kinley is here. Hi, Kinley. Kinley says, hi, never been here before, trying something new. Well, welcome. I'm kind of a new streamer on Behance, so I work mostly in Illustrator and vector art. I do some Photoshop stuff. And I do a lot of different stuff. We're trying to get working on streaming more, so. Anyhow, let's jump in. So this snake is kind of made up, kind of turn it into outline modes. It's kind of made up of different body parts, and I kept him as a stroke, so that way I can add a gradient, and we're probably going to add some scales to him too, just like with a repeating pattern. So let's go ahead and we're just going to hide some of this stuff because it gets really hard to work with. Not that, all of these layers in here. And we're just gonna hide that. So now we're stuck with this, which looks super weird, but it's okay. It's covered by other parts. Oh, and then I have a question in my streamer announcement. Do you like to read? What's your favorite book? Let me know. I listen to a lot of audiobooks while I work during the day, so let's look up a black snake. I'm not looking for anything fancy here. I just want a reference of just a snake head. And I'll show you guys once I figure that out. Let's see, Celia is here. Hello! Welcome to the stream. I'm Sarah. I'm an illustrator and designer, and we're just designing some cute little fan art stickers today from one of my favorite books because I'm obsessed. It's a problem. Right now we are looking for just a reference of a snake head that I can use while I draw this little snake's head on him. I know he looks kind of weird right now, but that's okay. So I'm trying to find one that's not at like a weird angle. It's either like completely side view or like super far away or like just weird. Alright, well, let's go with this guy. We'll pull him in here just so I can reference, so you guys can see. Oh, just kidding. Oh, there we go. That's too big, but that's okay. See, Celia says, I do like to read. Oh, that's great. I love it. I love it. I didn't read for a really long time, and then I discovered audiobooks because I work a lot. I was working like literally 4 jobs at once right after college. It was awful, so I had 0 time to read after college and high school and everything. So audiobooks have been my savior and have really gotten me back into reading. Okay, we're gonna move this guy to a different layer and lock it so I don't actually draw on it. So Leah, what's your favorite book? Do you have a favorite book? Okay, so this is the reference that we kind of picked. It's not going to be exactly at that angle. I just wanted something to look at, so I didn't like draw the snakehead super derpy. We're going to lock this really quick. Sorry. I'm gonna reach for my handy dandy tablet pen. And my tablet. Oh, I just remembered. I also wanted to show you guys that I did have some of the original sticker designs I made printed up from just from Redbubble. They're silly, but I was super excited. They're fun. They're very large. There's a smaller size, but they're cute. I like them. I'm just gonna keep them around and make them into bookmarks and stuff for myself. Oh, let's see. Celia says, my favorite book is, well, I like the Warrior Saga. I do know the Warrior Saga. I remember that from when I was younger. I never read it, though. I know they're kids' books, but they're violent and, well, cats. Of course, cats. I love cats. My cat is hanging out somewhere. He was in the background back here. Just whack my blinds. Don't mind me. I'm kind of goofy. I love cats, too. Alright. Let's turn my tablet on. Because I did not get it ready. Because I'm a goober. Okay. My tablet always seems to lag a little bit when I'm streaming, and it kind of bugs me, I'm not gonna lie. It's just the default of having an older laptop, I guess. One day I'll have a better computer, one day. Ooh, I did not want that. Alright, so we're just gonna use this brush tool. And we're just gonna draw a very basic shape. Actually, yeah, let's keep that. And this is just gonna be like kind of like a sketch. I wasn't originally gonna add the snake to this one. It was only gonna be, oops, and this one over here. But then I just thought the snake would really work on here. Okay. Actually, let's simplify that a little bit. Yep, there we go. Okay, try to get that shape down a little bit more. A little boop snoot of a snake. I know this kind of looks weird right now, but bear with me. I promise it'll look better. Ta-da, sticker's done. Perfect, right? Okay. Oops. So now that we have that, we're gonna change that stroke weight to something smaller. That's probably fine. He's a beautiful looking snake. I believe we just use black for the outlines here, and then we're gonna combine his head with this body once we get there. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a very subtle gradient on that, and then we'll work on the texture and we'll pull the rest of this sticker back in. Also, I know it says it in the description, but if y'all hear some ads playing in the background, I have yet to work on that issue. It's just the Spotify playlist that I use. Sorry ahead of time. Well, let's see. Who else is here in the chat? If I say your name wrong, I apologize in advance. I'm pretty bad at that. And Kush is here. He says, hi, hello, welcome to the stream. We are just designing some stickers for one of my favorite books. Just fan art stickers, nothing like official or anything, just for fun. And Kush says, how are you? I am good today. I am very good. I just had a lot of coffee. I was excited for the stream because I haven't streamed in a few weeks. So I was ready to go. How are you? Okay. See, Ryan Marsh is in the chat. Hello, Ryan. It's good to see you. Hanging out. So we kind of have kind of a flat top head right here. Oops. Ugh, like I said, my tablet is kind of laggy. I really need to figure out why it's like that when I stream. It's probably just because of my laptop. Let's see. And Kush says, I'm also good. That's good to hear. That's very good to hear. I hope you're out creating something nice, watching some streams, feeling the inspiration, getting some ideas. Let's see, Ezekiel is in the chat. Hi Ezekiel, how are you? Ezekiel asked if they can make stickers with me. You are free to make your own stickers. I'm just kind of doing this for fun.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public. So
Brian Marsh says, swap the ferret illustrations to snakes, I see. Yes, we just went from one noodle to the other one. We went from, you know, a noodle cat to a danger noodle. Okay, so that looks pretty okay for now.
Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage.
We'll
Making
roll
the right
with that.
financial decisions has never been more important. When you turn to Rocket Mortgage, we can help guide you to those right decisions now when they matter most.
Really like the way this
So
ARP's
now is
in.
a great time to call 8338 Rocket.
So we're just gonna
And if you
copy.
need some
Oh,
extra
we've
money,
copied the
a
whole line.
cash-out
I did not
refinance
mean
could
to do
give
that.
you that financial
That's
boost
okay.
you're looking for. Call today at 8338 Rocket or go to rocketmortgage.com to learn more.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender.
Ankush says, "Thanks, Sarah. Have a great day ahead. You too.
Can't
You
believe
too.
finally had LASIK.
I just couldn't
I'm
do the
hoping
itching
to. We're
irritation
gonna have a nice, relaxing
Couldn't do it
Saturday."
because of your astigmatism.
The LASIK Plus doctors say they treat astigmatism all the time.
At LASIK Plus,
Ryan Marsh says, "Wow, that was a beautiful toilet paper ad I just heard." Yeah, sorry about that.
We're offering a $1,000 off summer special for patients treated in September. We mentioned this ad. $1,000 discount applies to Wave White
Sorry,
Teeth
someone
and
was just
White
leaving
Eyeliner.
my house.
Ad at Center and be treated in
So I was
September
waving
2020
goodbye to them.
qualify. Results may vary. See details at LASIKplus20.com.
Going to their family's house to celebrate the Jewish New Year. Nah, never mind. I was gonna say I may revise the way the snake's body is going, but I think I've changed my mind. I kind of like the way it's wrapping around here. Okay, sorry, I get clicky fingers with the zoom in and the zoom out. See, Laura's in the chat. Laura says, Lashana Tova. I don't know what that means. If it's in reference to the Jewish New Year thing, I would have asked Dave if he was still here. But he's not. So, Happy New Year, maybe? Ankush says, you are doing good. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Like I said, I don't stream often. We're trying to fix that. I've been busy, and if anyone was in Jack Watson's stream last week, may have saw I have not had the will to work on anything in like 2 weeks. I've just been so busy, and my full-time job has been literally kicking my butt, and I know that's not a good excuse, but I just have not wanted to function. Ah, Laura says Happy Rosh Hashanah. Yes, yes. Happy Rosh Hashanah. That I know. Oh, I was gonna show all, but now I've changed my mind. Okay, so we just have a big round black eyeball. We're not gonna do like any heavy scale work, but I do like that the way this red comes up on the belly. And the snake in the book has gold in it, so I think we might do something fun with the scales on that. Let's get... Whoops. None of that. It's a very subtle gradient. You guys probably can't see it that well. I have a glare on my screen because I work right next to the window, so I can't see it super well. I know that's bad, but I like the sunlight. Let's give it a little... a little eye shine. It's not really meant to be like a super scary snake, so. Pardon me, I'm switching back and forth to my mouse, my tablet. You see a lot of shuffling around. I grab the width tool and we're just gonna make this a little bit smaller. Same with this guy, just a little bit smaller, but I don't want to go like super small. If anyone in the chat has a favorite book, let me know, because I like to read, as you can see, and I'm obsessed with these books. I'm obsessed with a lot of books. Just a lot of my fun fan art designs lately have been for this book, partly because she's coming out with another book in a few months. So I've just been like on a kick with making fun, stress relieving fan art. See, Ryan Marsh asked, does anyone else call them nakes or snecks? Snecks? Definitely. Snecks. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that. And then we're going to do this eye a little bit different because I believe he has golden-ish eyes in the book. Oh, that didn't work out well on my behalf. If we can do a nice little... Oh, that might be okay. Maybe we want to overlay instead. Nope. So Yankush says, bye Sarah, got some work to do. Catch you in 10 minutes, take care of yourself. We'll see Yankush, thanks for stopping by. Come back if you see me streaming again. I'll be around. Okay, that works. Looks kind of weird, but that's okay. Ooh, look at me go. Sorry, I was just trying to pick up that gradient. See, Ryan Marsh says, can't say I have a favorite book, but I'm reading one at the moment, like a comedy crime drama set in Ireland. Oh, that sounds fun. Like, Audible has a lot of, Audible exclusives that I really like, that like kind of have to do with like stuff like that. I like a lot of the crime drama ones. They keep me very entertained while I'm drawing at work. I do a lot of very boring art at work. Okay, so we have this nice big hard line, which you can kind of see right here. I'm gonna try to blend that a little bit. There we go. Oops. Dang clicky fingers. Okay. We're gonna group the head. Put it on the right layer, and we're gonna group that whole thing. Move it back. Alright, there we go. So now you guys can kind of see that. We're gonna move this plant to the back. This one is in front. Okay, he looks quite a bit better now. Contemplating moving this crown and doing one on top of the snake's head because the snake is the king in the book. I know that's weird, but we'll see. Just copied that line. And we're gonna do like this. And we're going to use the Pathfinder tool. Oh, I don't have my swatches loaded. That's what's missing. Backing it on up. We're going to go down to swatch libraries, other library. And then sorry, I have to remember where I saved this. We're going to load an ASC palette, and I have all of my colors. Whereas I only had some of them down here in the swatches for the ones that I've used. Okay. Take that. So let's see if we can just lower the overlay on that. Oops. Alright, so we're going to take this whole snake head, we're going to copy it, paste it in place, and then we're going to remove the fill on it. And if anybody watched my oh, Jack's here. Jack's in the stream. Hi, Jack. Jack says, oh, I just saw a say. What you trying to say, Jack? I don't know. Oh, she just saw that I was streaming today. Yeah, surprise! So I put it up at the beginning of the week. I think in one of my Instagram posts, and then I put it in my work in progress thing on Behance. Sorry.
Oh my god, I was so pumped up today when my toddler stepped
Welcome.
on my glasses.
We're just
Snapping
making
right
some
in
fun
two.
little stickery guys for one of my favorite books. Because I'm on a kick with this still. It's been like months, but
Treated in September. Mention this ad. $1,000 discount applies to wave light procedure with lifetime plan. Must mention this ad at center and be treated in September 2020 to qualify.
let's
Results may
give
vary.
this
See details at
guy
basic+20.com.
a smaller outline.
At Nathan's Famous, we're famous for being loved by all kinds of people. Chicago gangsters, big shot athletes, a handful of presidents.
Well,
and
Jack
ordinary
says,
people
well, I
just
missed
like
it
you.
somehow. That's
And
okay.
because when you
No
have one of
worries.
our beef franks, it doesn't matter who you are or what you do. It just matters that you have a Nathan's Famous beef frank. Because when you've got one of those, you can't help but make a few new friends and get along famously.
I might change the way that eye
Get
is
along
done
famously.
later. I don't hate it. It's just not my favorite thing in the world. Jack says snack. See, Ryan? Jack says snack too. We were just talking about this. We might add some scales to specifically his head. I'm not sure yet. Whoops. Not entirely sure I'm a huge fan of that. We'll see. I don't really have a good plan for this snake. He's kind of just been hanging around for like 2 weeks. So, we're gonna go on an adventure with him today. He might turn out terrible. He might turn out okay. See, Ryan Marsh says, I usually say Nake. Haha, but everyone thinks that I just can't spell. I came from a video I saw once where a little girl called her mom outside because there was a Nake, and it ended up being a worm, and then she stamped on it. Oh no, that poor worm. Fun fact, I was a strange kid and I got in a fight with a girl on the playground once because she killed a worm that I dug out of the wood chips. She just stomped on him and I cried and I pushed her over. I was very mad. Oh, Ryan Marsh says, she's going, quick, quick, there is a snake, and then murdered it. That poor snake, I almost said snake. That poor worm probably didn't know what was coming. It's just minding its business. Alright. Give him his little forked tongue. Expand that. And then we're going to merge that guy because I want to relax this point. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna pull the whole head out of there so it can be in front. I know you can't really see the tongue here with the heart. We'll do something about that later. That's okay though. Well, I like the teal that we have going on as like this top shine area, but I really wanted to do something with the gold, like I said. I also really don't like the way, I don't hate the way that the face is done, but I kind of want to give him more of a cheek. That looks a little bit better. Let's expand that. Ungroup. Jack, you're streaming today, right? I think I saw you post. Oof, we got several extra points in here. Maybe I'll blur that instead. Not that much. Yeah, that works, I guess. Jack says, yep, streaming today, later today, and tomorrow. I will be there. Oh, he's missing a nose hole. That's really what he's missing. Let's bring this up a little bit. Alright, that looks pretty okay. I'm okay with this. It's not meant to be the most detailed snake in the world. Let's see. Let's look at this again. I think I'm gonna add a shine like right there. So that way it kind of picks up his cheekbone a little bit. And I might add one on the ridge right here and up here. Underneath the eyeball. Oops. I can help if I actually selected something. Let's bring that down, but let's also bring, oops, this down. 50, let's try like 50.
You don't want stains stuck in your head. Get them out with 10 times the cleaning power of Tide. It's gotta be Tide.
I can't believe you finally had LASIK.
I just couldn't do the itching and irritation anymore.
I thought you couldn't do it because of your astigmatism.
The LASIK Plus doctors say they treat astigmatism all the time.
I'm not really a fan of that, but that's okay.
Help free patients from the hassles of glasses and contacts. Call 844
I can't hear the song, so if you tell me what
$1,000 off summer special.
Jack says, WTF is this song? Well, right now it says an ad for LASIK is playing, so that's happening.
Details at LASIKplus20.com.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage.
It's like rock and roll about eating a donut, Jack says. Rick roll about eating a donut.
We can help guide you to those right decisions
They
now.
played a donut song just for you, Jack.
Rates
Just
are
for
near
you.
historic lows, so now is a great time to call
Oh, Jack says, oh, it's an ad.
And if you
Yes.
need some extra money, a cash
I
app
need to
can
find an
help you get
alternative.
that financial
It's
boost
really
you're looking for. Call today at
what
833
that boils down
or
to.
go rocketmortgage.com to learn more.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. License in all 50 states. And MLS number 3030.
Let's see if we can adjust this. No, I changed my mind. I think our snaky snake needs like, not that. Ryan Marsh says you missed a beautiful, at Jack Watson, you missed a beautiful ad about toilet paper earlier. Look, it just provides some extra entertainment from my streams. That's all. That's really it. That's all we're trying to achieve here. Just a little bit of extra entertainment. Jack says I thought it was an actual song for a moment. Yeah. Ugh, I need to look at this again. Back more? Kinda. Yeah, I don't know if I like that either. This needs to be back more. Jack says never gonna give you up, Jelly Donut remix. I just really want you to forever have donuts, Jack. Just donuts forever, no matter where you go. You are the donut person. The donut lady. I have to lock that. Jack says I kind of wish that one played on my stream. To hunt down whoever made that ad. If we want this to be back more. Yeah, that kind of helps. Okay. Alright, let's roll with that for right now. Orion says, haha Jack, you need to get it for your stream. I agree. Especially when you're drawing more donuts. Laura says the donut song was hilarious. A takeoff of an old Rick Astley song from the 80s. So Ryan Marsh says, I just ate a donut with jam filling. Now I've ruined my cardigan. Oh dear. Some emotional lyrics, Ryan Marsh. You are correct. I wish I had heard it now. I can't hear the music because I get like too distracted and then I can't focus on drawing and the chat and like the music. So maybe one day. Alright, let's give him some scale. Well, okay, before we do the scales, I did kind of want to add this is going somewhere, I promise. Go uniform. Oh, there is some music playing outside my apartment building right now that is very loud. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys can hear that. But we have a driveway that goes like up and down our apartment building, and people just like to park their car right outside it and just jam. Or yell, or honk their horns. It's a great time. Apartment living. It's probably feathered too much. Let's blur that. Let's go 1.5. Okay, yeah, that works. Blend it in there. It's a little pixely, but that's okay. Or we could just not select it. That's cool. Simplify it. Been using the simplify tool a whole lot when I've been making vector stuff lately. It's like a new discovery. If I make something and I like expand it and it has too many lines, I'm just like, oh. Even dare say, let's make that 20. Yeah, that's okay. These aren't gonna be like super huge, so the amount of detail can't be like anything spectacular. Like it just needs to be like on the bugs level. Like this pine cone's just 2 color, 3 color, and some gradients, I think. Looks pretty good zoomed out. I just don't want the snake to look bad. Do that same color. Blur it 30%. Oh, too much. I don't know if I like that. Nope. Nope. Okay. We're gonna leave the head as is for now, and then I'm gonna work on the scales because I'm kind of getting bored of the head and I'm feeling a bit stuck. Okay, so like I said, I really like how the snake has like this red on its stomach, and I kind of want to do that with the gold. I was originally just gonna do like some half scales, kind of like this, except bigger in like this orangey, goldy, probably that gold color. And I was just kind of gonna layer them, but now I think I might do something like, I like the shape a little bit more, that I might just like put on the belly. Let's see what's happening in the chat. Jack says that was literally the lyric I heard at Ryan Marsh. So the I just ate a donut with jam filling and now I've ruined my cardigan. And Ryan Marsh says, Jack is probably on the phone with Mr. Turpin as we speak, arranging some donut spoof tracks for her streams. Jack streams music from Johann Turpin, and now they're gonna have a conversation about it. Not really, but maybe you should. Needs a donut jam. Oops. I don't know how to button. So, whatever we do to the snake, by the way... Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't click buttons today. There is a snake that appears in this sticker, too, that has the crown that's broken in it. Whatever we do for the snake here has to be replicated on the snake here, so that's where, like, we're going to be using reusing some assets from there, too, and everything.
Every time you touch a surface, you leave behind bacteria.
Jack says donut jam the pun. Haha.
Microban 24. Spray on hard surfaces to kill 99.9% of viruses and bacteria initially. Once dry, Microban 24 is effective for 24 hours on
Okay,
bacteria.
so it kind of
when
looks
used
like
as
these
directed.
are just kind of...
Microban 24 sanitizing spray, bathroom, and multi-surface cleaner.
Hey, it's your Uncle Cooper here. Listen, next time you buy tires,
Maybe we'll
make
do
sure
this
you
like
get a
this.
set that's just right. How, you ask? All you need to know
Had to
is
look at
Cooper
that for a
tires
minute.
rubber to dollar ratio. Wait, don't worry. You don't need a team of finance specialists to understand it. Cooper Tires has done all the work for you. They simply make sure that you get the right amount of tire for the right price. That means no more paying for tires that do too much or too little. It's getting it just right. Go with the Coopers. Cooper!
So maybe I don't get rid of the ads on my stream since we get a good laugh out of them. Yeah, I'll just keep up with this lo-fi Spotify playlist. Round those out a little bit. That seems okay. They're not perfect, but or if we could even give them a small gradient. Let's see if we do. This gold color to maybe this orangey color. Maybe. Oh, I don't know why I did the circle gradient on that. Jack says, dig these colors, thank you. I tried to keep a theme across like all of the stickers I design. So I pull my libraries out, so like all of these kind of have the same colors going across. They're magical. Okay, so we're gonna hide all the fluff again. Oops. Unlock all. There's a great looking snake like this. It's missing half of him. It's perfect. I suppose I could make these into a brush, but I kind of want to be able to like place them wherever I want and size them, so we're gonna do this the hard way. And then we're gonna place, so the snake is made up, if I ungroup him, he's made up, maybe, yeah, he's made up of a stroke, and then I took that same object and I expanded it to make this outline, so it like kept theme, because like the rest of the stickers, sorry, that was my alarm telling me it's 2 o'clock, so like the rest of the stickers have like outlines on everything, like you can see here. So we're just gonna kind of bring this outline like over these scales when we're done, if that makes sense. I might like put them in a clipping mask too. Yeah, we're gonna do this the hard way. Ooh. And then I might play with the color of the snake body too. Like, it's okay as it is and I like it, but I don't know. We're just gonna do something like this red down here where they casually get bigger. And I'm just copying and pasting in place. You can also like drag them with like the Alt key, like so. But sometimes I just get in the habit of like copying and pasting in place because I didn't know the Alt key like thing existed at first. I didn't know that until a few months ago actually, where you can just like Alt and drag or Alt Shift and then it'll drag it in a straight line. Didn't know that, but I do now. So the snake is described in the book as black, a black serpent with a gold sheen and like some gold scales sticking out. So that's kind of what we're kind of going for here. It might work out. It might be really ugly. We'll see. I just feel like it's such a big contrast, but maybe that's a good thing. Okay, so this needs to go down this way. I'm probably gonna take these guys. Not that. I'm gonna paste those because they need to go down here. That's just for reference. I might draw a line actually. It's perfect line. Perfect. See in the chat, Eddie's in the chat. I believe that is Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, but thank you. According to Google Translate, it says thanks for sharing your videos. Thank you for being here. So we're just going to use this as a reference line, and then we're going to shift these about. We're probably going to have to squish a few, maybe. Maybe, because I think technically I'm getting confused on the snake body. Okay. Sorry, everyone. Getting confused as to where I need to place things without the heart as a reference. We're going to hide those, and then we're going to lock these. Lock selection. And for the moment, we're just going to kind of keep these full size. We'll worry about like scaling or anything later. Okay, so we're not going to see any of those scales down behind this heart, so I'm not going to bother putting them in there. I will add them underneath the belly here, and I will add them down here, which, by the way, this gradient is backwards. Just flip that. We want the light blue to be on the top. So I think we're really going to have to play with the shape of these as it comes around this bend here so it doesn't like flatten out a whole bunch. And I might have to add like a nice either hard line or a hard shadow to show that like the snake's body is bending so it doesn't look weird. We'll see. Right now this just kind of looks like a jumble. I might actually just keep it kind of like checked, unlock. You can get deleted. I'll lock these again. Okay. So let's take this guy. No outline. Let's just select all of this except for that. a second. Ooh, that looks great. Should really just put this on a different layer, but that's okay. Y'all are gonna watch me struggle for a minute. See, Alec is here. Hello, Alec. How are you? He says hello. We're just flailing around, trying to draw some cute little gold scales on a snake. It's kind of going well. Okay, so yeah, there we go. So
when an oil spill hits, the animals and birds, like this little guy, need cleaning up. And the rescue workers trust Dawn dish soap for that, because it's tough on grease, yet gentle. There you go, little guy. Back to mama.
Like this, where we get rid of some points.
Click the banner now to find out more about Dawn.
Oh, I feel better now. Hey, it's your Uncle Cooper here. Listen, next time you buy tires, make sure you get a set that's just right.
Alex says, I am doing well. What about you? I'm doing good. We're struggling with these scales, but aside from that, we're having a good day. We've had some laughs. I have some ads. We've got a jelly donut ad, a toilet paper ad happening in my playlist in the background, so it's a fun day.
No more paying for tires that do too much or too little. It's getting it just right. Go with the Coopers. Cooper!
Turn your daily walk into your catwalk with Samsung. Amplify your style and your sounds, whatever your vibe, with new Samsung Galaxy Buds Live. Plus, with custom fit, premium sound, and long-lasting battery, it's the new season trend to stay tuned in and styled for every moment. Click to check out Samsung Galaxy Buds Live.
Okay, so I kind of like that. I think they're a little bright. I mean, I guess they're supposed to be like this is bright too on the bottom of the snake. But I might do something so they're not so stark. We'll figure it out. Oop. Gotta remember that I've put this in a clipping mask. Now, let's release the clipping mask for the moment. Just because I hate having to like click back and forth for stuff, it's annoying me. Okay, that seems okay. Select all of that. Not that. Or that. Or the head. Okay, let's see. No, changed my mind on what I was gonna just do. So, uh-oh, the chat quieted down. We must not have had any interesting ads in a while. Okay, so that's kind of neat. That's not perfect, but that's kind of neat. I like that. So we're gonna keep with this theme. Give me these. And then this should be a group. We're just gonna go in there. Kind of gonna add these down here. See, Alex says it looks really cool. Thank you so much. I'll unhide the rest of the little illustration slash designy bit here. Oops. As soon as I get these scales on, and then we can kind of see how it's working. I think these outer ones might need to be smaller. But we'll deal with that in a little bit. Has anybody got any fun weekend plans? I don't. This is it for me. I'm streaming today, I'm streaming tomorrow. That's my weekend. Not that I'm necessarily complaining. I think I like, let's transform. Just want to see what these ones. We'll transform each so they don't really move. Let's just go like 80 by, okay, 80. Yeah, I kind of like that better. These are probably gonna blend with the crown too, but that's okay. It's fine. Transform each. Yep. See, Alex says, sleep, eating, and art are my plans. Yep, that's pretty much it for me. It got cold out here. It's like, I don't know, what's the temperature right now? It was like 50 this morning. I was freezing. It's 59 here. It's not exactly freezing outside, but I do sit with an electric blanket on all year round. That over. I don't want these too all over the place. I don't want them to necessarily be like perfect, like straight line. They can be like a little crooked with each other. Okay. Oops. Oh, excuse me, I apparently need more coffee. I switched to tea. Ah. I don't even think you'll really see this area. I'd be more concerned about these like actually looking like they were curving around if you were gonna see those parts of the snake. But you're not really. Right, clipping mask, and then we're just gonna bring that below the line so it gets covered up. Oh, I like that. Yeah. I don't know, what do you guys think of that? I'm a fan. Just gonna come in here and we're just gonna copy a whole big chunk of these like that. That's pretty close.
At Mount Vernon Nazarene University, an affordable, high-quality, convenient education is available. Designed for the busy working adult, our Bachelor of Business Administration degree can be earned online around your schedule. You can earn your BBA as a standalone.
You know, I almost kind of wish I could hear the Spotify playlist because it's really quiet in my apartment right now and it's kind of weird. It's just me kind of talking to you guys, but like alone.
To learn more.
Shipped is delivery done differently. Our expert shoppers pick up groceries, but also pet supplies.
Get rid of those
and
guys.
get great Dane-sized savings and deals on tail wagon
Actually,
fades.
don't know if you can. You can't see this part. That's okay though.
We're shipped. Over-delivering delivery.
We'll go with
Jay
that.
Farner here,
So
CEO of
copy
Rocket
this
Mortgage.
line.
Making the right financial
Again, we're gonna
decisions
select
has never been
everything,
more important.
unselect
When
that
you start
stuff.
a Rocket Mortgage, we can help
Make
guide
a
you
big
to make the
mask.
right decisions now when they matter most. Mortgage rates
Bring
are
it
near
down.
historic lows, so now is a great time to call 8338 Rocket. And if you need some extra
Yeah,
money,
I'm a fan of that.
Cash Out
I
Refinance
like
will
that.
give you that
Let's actually,
financial
we
boost
could even
you're
bring this
looking
up a
for.
little bit.
Call today at 8338
Just so we
Rocket
can
or
see
go to rocketmortgage.com
a little
to
bit
learn
more of that gold.
Equal housing member.
I am okay with that.
NMLS number
I think. Oh, see, I didn't even need to worry about that bend. You can't even see right there. That's okay. Lesson learned for when I do Snack Boy over here. See, Alex says, I think it looks awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I think we need... We're gonna come in here like this. You'll see where this is going in a minute. Copy that, delete it. Check to unlock all. I'm gonna come into this heart. Down there. Copy that. Pathfinder it. We're gonna set it to this really dark red color. Make sure it's the fill. We're also gonna make sure there is no grain effect applied to this. There is not. And then we're gonna set this to multiply so it gets real dark, and then bring that down to like 30% so we can still see through it. Probably isn't enough. Let's go back up to like 40. that seems okay. So it looks like there's a shadow for all this stuff being covered down here. Gives the heart a bit more dimension, just a bit. Alright, so I think I'm okay with that one. This, I don't know if I should add a shadow or not. Like a hard cast shadow onto the snake. Starting from like here. This might just be too dark, and it might like print like garbage, to be honest. Because these are like such dark colors on the snake. About adding. I know that's covering it up right now. It's going somewhere, I promise. Might actually be inclined to add points here instead. Need one in the middle. Okay, well, let's not worry about the shape too much if I'm not even going to use it, so. Make sure that's not that. Black, black. We have Frozen, ladies and gentlemen. I'ma cry. I noticed this at work the other day. If you, the gradient tool, yep, there it goes. We have crashed. Yeah, I noticed this the other day where at work, I was using the gradient tool, and I was working on something that was completely grayscale. And when I tried to like fade from a dark gray to a black, and like change the opacity on it, all of Illustrator just was like, no. If we're lucky, it'll recover it. It recovered the one at work the other day, and I lost maybe like 2 seconds of work. It was like a drop shadow I had added that it didn't retain. So perhaps it will retain that. What a sad day. Oh. Oh. Well, everything retained. I don't know what's happening to the background. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm now afraid for the sticker's life, so we're just gonna object unlock all. We're gonna copy new. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna copy it in a document like this. Ooh. just gonna save it to my desktop really quick because I don't feel like navigating folders. No, that's fine. Okay, so we're not going to add a shadow to the snake's belly because I have a feeling that that's just going to happen again, because that's what happened at work the other day when I was trying to make like a gradient, like a really dark gradient fade from one end to the other with opacity added to it. It crashed like 5 times before it worked, and I don't feel like dealing with that. I don't know what's happening here. This is a mess. We haven't lost anything, so like, I'm okay with that. Just gonna close that guy. This guy is here. He is living. He's alive. He looks fine. That's terrifying. We're gonna group him. Just gonna move him up there. Now we're gonna have to pull my sketch back in. So let's see if I can find that. That was terrifying. That was a heart attack for the day. Stalker. Sticker 1. Save. Pray. Okay. I don't. Just gonna name that old for now. Okay. We're golden. We're back at it. I'm gonna hide that. Okay, so I don't know what just happened. We're gonna roll with it. My next order of business for this would be to add some kind of like permanent outline around the sticker, which I was thinking about doing snowflakes because part of the book takes place in snow, like in a snowy mountain area. So like I kind of did a theme for the backgrounds of each of these stickers. Like this book is from the second book in the series, and a lot of it has to do with the undersea, which is like the underwater people. I know, it's a fantasy book. So we have bubbles and stuff, so I was thinking about doing something like that with snow instead. But I might save that for later and just start working on like a different sticker, so I have like all of these done. So yeah, I think we'll save that for later, and we'll just leave this guy as it is for now. So we're gonna lock him. Sticker 2. Does anybody have a preference from these really awful sketches you can see by chance? This one has some thread and a needle and some more acorns, which we could change to something else. It doesn't have to be the acorns. This one has a suit of armor and swords in the back, which would require me to draw a lot. This is another snack. Maybe we don't want to do another snack for this stream.
Equal housing lender, licensed in all 50 states, and MLS number 3030.
Hollywood Gaming. Come play where the rewards and thrills never end. Mahoning Valley's #1 spot for non-stop action is now open for winning.
I just breathed in my tea. I'm a mess.
To ensure you a safe, fun, and exciting experience. Hollywood Gaming at Mahoning Valley.
Oh, how about this? We'll kind of start.
21 gambling problem, call 1-800-589-9966 or visit org.ohio.
Sorry. Pulling in
From your jog to the big pig,
elements for each one of these stickers. So
to your home base silent disco.
These two are probably going to be kind of similar.
With you in standout style with new Samsung Galaxy Buds Live. with enhanced bass.
So we're probably going to take the head and this part of the body.
Sound, custom fit, and bold eye-catching design. Search Samsung Galaxy Buds Live.
And we're going to place this over here. Oops. Because we're going to reuse it. And then kind of work with our Adobe libraries down here. I just have some very plain leaves because this suit of armor is essentially a golden suit of armor that has ivy leaves coming all the way down it. So like gilded ivy leaves. So I tried to keep the background for this one pretty tame. So we're probably just going to place a copy of this leaf. We got about a half an hour left, so we'll see how far we get. We spent a lot of time on that snake, which is fine. Group those, paste in place. Then we're gonna mirror them. And then this is one of the swords. We actually have to draw a new sword for this one because she has two different swords. That is a big sword. You might recognize that guy from the comic. I actually reused this sword from the comic that I made because there was no sense in designing it twice since it's the same sword. Or drawing it twice, I mean. That'll be like that, and then another one will cross it, and then we'll have the suit of armor in front of all of it, so you can just see the handles. Hilt? Would it be the hilt? And then I really like these berries, which we haven't added to the library yet. We'll do that now. We're just going to drag it in there. And there it is. That's okay, we'll just copy and paste these ones for now. Just distributing them to their layers. So this is the, I made these berries, like, new. So they'll only be in these two stickers. I have, like, these 3 berries with these leaves that I combine for some other stickers, but... And then he's more coiled in this picture, so we'll really have to work on, like, the body. And then this one, it looks like... I could probably use... some leaves. I don't know why I just sent those to the back, but that's okay. We'll reuse this berry again. I changed my mind. Yeah, we'll just lay out for like the last roughly 25-ish minutes. We'll lay out the rest of the stickers and then we'll start working on something new if there's time left. That way you guys can kind of see where I was going with this. We haven't used this feather in a while. I'm inclined to, let's use this feather. I don't think I've used that since the first set of stickers. Can add that one there. Inclined to bring that in front of this guy. I think we might change these guys too. First of all, first of all. I set these up kind of stupid. Oh, actually, I think I fixed this already. Don't mind me. Let's change the color of this guy. Set of acorns down here because I use the acorns a lot. I think I've only used the roses in like 2 or 3 pieces. We'll keep those in there. My cat is having a time right now. I don't know, he's got the zoomies. Oops. Yeah, okay. It's like a whole big thing in this part of the book where white flowers bloom around her, so let's make these roses white roses instead. They never specified what kind of flowers, just that they were white. Stroke color. Up to like, I don't know, 60? Yeah, let's go with that. Oops. Ah. Make these smaller. What else can we put back there so it's not like super empty? Guess you can put this guy back there. Do like that. He can go all the way in the back. Yeah, that works. So then in between this guy will be a needle with a piece of yarn or piece of thread going through it and a spool of thread. Stitches. That's the reason why main character got an ouchie. Okay, so I also kind of saved some of these texture bins in just different styles that can be altered. Looks like that's all I saved. So place that guy. And this just really helps save like a lot of time with my workflow, so I'm not constantly having to front. I've put that on the wrong layer, sorry. So I'm not having to like redraw the text ribbons constantly and like add the effects to them. And then I can edit them as I see fit, which actually I probably should have just done. That. Yep, that works. Yeah.
Here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage. Making the right financial decisions
So that
has
works,
never
and
been more
then I
important.
can work
When
on
you turn to Rocket Mortgage, we
adding
can help
that
guide you to those
snowy
right
kind of
decisions now
background
when they matter most. Mortgage rates are
shtick
near
I was
historic
talking
lows,
about.
so now is a great time to call
Which I don't know if I
833-8
want to
Rocket.
add actual
And if you need some extra
snowflakes
money,
or
a
if I
cash
want to
out
add
refinance
like
could give you
just
that
like
financial boost you're looking for.
some
Call today at
glowy
833-8 Rocket
white
or go to rocketmortgage.com to
circles,
learn more.
feathery white circles, I guess you could say.
Hey, it's your Uncle Cooper here. Listen, next time you buy tires, make sure you get a set that's just right. How, you ask? All you need to know is Cooper Tires rubber to dollar
This
ratio.
one can
Ain't
go
no
down
worry.
here.
You don't need a team of finance specialists to understand it. Cooper Tires has done all the work for you. They simply make sure that you get the right amount of tire for the right price. That means no more paying for tires that do too much or too
That one
little.
only has one line of text. We didn't do like a top and the bottom.
Shipped is delivery done differently. Our expert shoppers pick up groceries, but also pet supplies. And if
My
you're
cat
seeing
says
friends,
hello,
you
everybody.
can go on the Tail Wagon page without missing any walks.
Hi.
We're shipped. Over delivery and delivery.
He just came to hang out.
Protecting our communities will always
How
matter.
you doing?
Learn the signs of terrorism-related suspicious activity, and if you see something, say something. To report suspicious
Okay,
activity,
so
call
for this
877
crown
OHS
here,
911
I did kind of want to explain a little bit how I did that because I thought it was kind of neat, really complicated, probably more than I needed to make it. But I didn't want to keep having to draw the same shape over and over again because I use that crown in quite a few different sets of the stickers I made. Like it's used here, like across the top and like through the bottom, and then we used it in like here too, and I think it's used in another one. But it's like the crown from the book, so that's why it's used in so much, because it has to do with a bunch of different stuff. I can't talk. It's fine. It's fine. But anyhow, it breaks here. So what I did to make the crown is I made a brush. So that's this guy, and we can just draw. So I made the brush so I could do like different angles. I could make the crown straight. I could do different sizes. It's really awful looking, but you get the idea. 5. Really tiny. I mean, that kind of stretches it out, but basically so I could do that. It is also how I've done a lot of fan art for this character. How I did the crown on his head here. So I started with the brush, and then I expanded the brush, and then I altered the shading and like the shapes and everything, and made sure that it like conformed to his noggin. So that's also how I did it here, which is why this guy is shoved in a clipping mask, because it's so big. And that's basically just this brush, but taken here. So instead of starting from scratch on that, we are going to take this guy, copy, we're going to make sure that's grouped, make sure it's on the sticker 2 layer. We are going to put him here, and then we can go in, and it has a really bad like hole fill on it, like this. Like this. To kind of blend everything together. We can get rid of that. And then what we can do is we can take this and we can like physically like break the crown in half. So I can take this shape and I can like break it. And then I can break where this is and like alter these shapes and stuff. And it was super easy to do it this way because then I don't have to redraw the crown like multiple times through different sets of things while I was working on this fan art. I had one set design. Obviously it's not going to work for everything. If I choose to do more fan art of this, it's not like a one size fits all, but it works for a lot of stuff, so I'm okay with that. For now, we're just going to leave this here, and we're probably just going to put it in a circle clipping mask, because it's going to be like the snake is sitting inside of the bottom of this crown. So, it's gonna get covered up essentially by like some of this foliage and stuff that I'm gonna have go across here. Oh, Mao is here. Hello, Mao. Mao says, yellow, yellow. Happy Saturday, everyone. Happy Saturday, Mao. It's good to see you. So this is by no means perfect right now. But we are going to leave it like this for the moment. And then when I work on this, I don't know if I'm going to stream this again tomorrow or what. Unknown. But when I work on this again, I will. Just bring to front. I will adjust how these things are working. Or how they're looking, I should say. Take these guys, copy, make sure they're on the right layer. And this one can actually probably... No, that might be okay. We're gonna leave that big for now, because I don't know how big that text is gonna be in here. I have a smaller banner that's already like pre-made. See, Mouse says likewise, and then Mosin, if I'm saying that wrong, I apologize, says, hey, hello, how are you, ma'am? I'm doing good. How are you today? So imagine, if you will, snaky snake. I actually might change the angle of the head on this snaky snake. So he might not be like a full reuse. I try to change stuff where I can with stuff like this, so that way it's not like completely like, oh, the same thing got reused between these two things. Like, the foliage and the plants and stuff is one thing, but... Okay, so we're gonna take... See, in the chat, Kiribi? Sorry if I say that wrong. Says, hello, cat. It's Nidalee Cat. She's hanging out. She's doing a nap. She likes the cat tree. She's a guest star on my stream. Alright, we got about 10 minutes left, so it's not really a whole lot of time to draw anything new. I actually might change how this is also tilted. I might keep it straight. I think I might like that better. Anyhow. I'm going to lock all of these. Except for sticker 1. We're going to come back here. We're going to regroup this. See, who else do we have in chat? We got lots of people joining right at the end. I'm so sorry. See, we have Ashraful. Ashraful. I'm sorry. Bad at pronunciation. Says hello, and then Mosin says, I am fine, ma'am. Today. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm very glad to hear that. Ugh. We started a new document. Let's get rid of all of these swatches we're not using. And we're gonna have to load my library again, because Illustrator crashed, because it's terrible. There we go. Okay, so we're not going to keep this, that color obviously, that's terrible. Oh, let's see what's going on in chat again. Caribbean says, are you animating those artworks? I am not, but that could be a possibility. Might have to simplify a lot of the effects that are going on. Like I have this nice like grain effect going on in here because I like the grain. and then on here. But it could be like a thing where like the butterfly or the moth could like flap their wings, or like things could move slightly. That is always a possibility. See, Ankush says, "Hi Sarah, I'm back." Hello, welcome back. We're actually wrapping up here soon. It's been about 2 hours. I need some lunch. But you can go out and check Jack Watson's stream. She'll be streaming at 4 today, I believe, which is an hour after my stream. Alright, so I think we're gonna leave this guy as a circle, and we're gonna go super pale blue on this one because it's winter. Like I said, that's not what I wanted. And then we might actually take this down to like 60-ish%. Siash Raffle says, "Looks amazing. Thank you very much." Ankush says, "You started a new one. Cool." Yeah, I started to lay out the other ones. We kind of ran out of time to like really make any like new graphics, but I thought it would be kind of nice to like lay it out so you guys could see where I was going with it. And like I kind of showed like how CC libraries can be used to like drag other assets and stuff. See, Mao linked Jack's Behance. Thank you for that. I don't know if it showed up. I also don't know how to approve it. Sorry. Oh, approve comment. Haha, I see it now. Let's see, Caribby says, "Who is Jack Watson, a graphic designer?" Jack's in the chat. Go check her out. Like I said, about an hour after my stream. Jack says, "I'll be starting on some branding for a client project." Ooh, that'll be fun. I can't wait to see that. I'll be in there too, hanging out. I don't have anything to do today, so I enjoy when I can just like chill and watch people's streams and like work on some artwork while they're working. Mithesh, I think that's how you say that, says, "Amazing. Thank you very much." Thank you. Copy that, and we're gonna go with this gold color. Actually, we might just do weep. 4? Too big. 3. Yeah, I like that. Alright, that kind of works. Maybe I did like it a little bit bigger. Sorry, I got clicky fingers with the zoom tool. I keep zooming in and out and in and out. It's just how I be. Take this.
At Indiana Wesleyan University, you can reimagine.
See, Mao's going to refill his coffee. Okay, Mao. Well, go refill your coffee and then get ready for Jack's stream because I'm wrapping up here soon. Not like promptly or anything, but just so you know. Mitesh says, Mithesh, sorry, says, "Can we know about the texturing object?" Sure. So for this heart, for example, it has like this nice grainy texture on it. It's just one of the textures that I really like, so I use it a lot. Basically what I've done for that, and I'll show you with like a ball, is we'll draw a circle. We're gonna save first because the gradient tool has not been my friend and crashed Illustrator earlier. So we're gonna save first, and for this, for example, we started with just this plain red color. And then we'll add like a circle gradient to it, which we will then update the red color, which I just should have done to begin with. So we're going to make that a little bit brighter. Let's go like 60% for now. And then kind of do like that. So we're going to copy this object into place. And we're going to leave it just like it is. So we're not going to remove the fill or anything. We're just going to leave it. And then we're going to go up to Effect, Style, Texture, Grain. So then this grain has like a bunch of options that you can do. You can do sprinkles, you can make it like regular like that, soft, horizontal, which kind of gives you like that texture, which I've never really used. Vertical is the same thing, it's just up and down. That might be like a cool way to do some wood texture or something. We'll use sprinkles for now. So we're going to bring that intensity way down. We're going to bring the contrast up a little bit. So that is what it's going to look like over our object. So we have two objects here. So from that, we're going to set it to multiply up in our opacity so it gets real dark and you can see the color coming through underneath it. And then we're going to bring it down to like 30. And that's how I added the texture on the stuff. So when you zoom in, it looks pixely. But when you zoom out, it just has that nice like texture to it. And you can do all sorts of stuff with this. I can even bring this down to like 0%. And then if you come in here, you can see all the texture disappears from the middle because it still retained that gradient. And then you can play with the gradient tool and you can like control like where that texture comes from. So that's pretty much all I did there. And then I just added a dark outline on top of all of that so it like was neat and concise and everything. And that's the same thing. I did that for this down here. If you take a look at that comic panel I have up on my Behance, I have a lot of the texture being used in there for like the dress and the comic panel to kind of give it like a shimmer, so to speak. So yeah, just a different way to work other than flat color or gradients. Alright, so we are wrapping up here. I'm gonna finish what I was doing with this and then we're gonna call it a day. And like I said, go check out Jack. She'll be streaming. I'll be there. We're gonna expand this. No, we're not, because I have a gradient applied. We're gonna make that a flat color. And then we're gonna expand it. And we're gonna change it to just outlines. And then we will make that. See, I don't know. That, yeah, that looks right. Group that. And then I had this set to a circle gradient. And I have it set very light because it's going to be winter. I'm going to do some like snowflakes in the background, that kind of thing. Change this to like 50. I don't know what you just did. Man, the gradient tool today. There we go. Okay. So, like I said, I don't know if I want to just keep this like background with like some actual snowflakes or if I made a star brush. I wonder if that star brush would kind of work here and then I could just make a few snowflakes and add them. I also don't know why I just did that. Okay, so let's just place a copy of the star scatter brush, which I know you can't see right now. actually don't know. Yep. We are going to switch to just the pencil tool for a minute here. My tablet turned itself off. Give it a moment. There we go. A little laggy for whatever reason, but that's okay. Yeah, that kind of works. Change that to like 0.5. Gonna copy that, and then we're gonna take that and make it a clipping mask so the stars don't go everywhere. And I don't really like the way that gradient looks, so we're gonna kinda make that darker actually. But we're gonna break that color and we're gonna make it grayer. Oh. And we might play with these colors later, but I kind of wanted to just give it like a winter's kind of gray and gloomy. Okay, that works. And then I might just add like a couple actual like snowflake looking snowflakes in here. Let's see what this looks like on 0.25. Oh, I like that better. Okay, so we might actually, like I said, I'll add some like actual like snowflakes in there, and then that sticker we will call done. See, Mao says, back. Welcome back, Mao. I'm about to end, so we'll go check out Jack's stream later. I'll be there. Laura says, I like the effect of the star scatter brush. It works very well for the snow. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I was hoping it would work and I wouldn't have to like make like a whole different brush. So it works. We'll add some depth with some actual snowflakes. Mr. Snaky Snake's working. Or as Ryan Marsh would say, Nakey Nake. Or Snick. And that'll be it for today. I might stream more of these tomorrow. I might also do the Behance Streamer Challenge. This week's challenge is plants. I might do that because I haven't done one yet. I'm kind of undecided. We'll see how far I get with these. I'm going to continue to work on them during Jack's stream. So, we'll see. We'll see where I end up. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up because I've been sitting here for 2 hours and I want to go get some lunch. So, thank you everybody who joined. I appreciate it a whole lot. Like I said, go check out Jack's stream. I'll be posting this sticker set along with the other stickers that I made on Behance. That'll be a project later, so look out for that. And I appreciate you all. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Same time, same place. Thank you.